comes to Pokemon 6-0 and out the door. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! OTKing up for sure. Survivor 1212 is the name you ought to know. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more. What's happening, YouTube? Survivor 1212 is back with some more Dev Pro shenanigans. This time I'm bringing you guys my Tzolk'in deck profile. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but this little dragon guy right here. And well, it's common knowledge that the best way to get him out is through using the hieratic engine, so that's what I opted to run. But anyways, let's jump right into the deck profile, shall we? First of all, we have one Labradoodle dragon. You don't really want to run this thing at more than one because he's not going to be getting bottomless because he has 0 attack. And just keeping him at 1 stops you from getting a lot of brick hands. And this deck kind of struggles with that occasionally, so it's good just to have him at 1. Next we have 2 Gyarados the Light Monarch. I'll explain this guy's role later, but his ability to pop 2 cards in the field is useful. It can destroy some pendulum scales. And generally you'll have so much advantage you won't even care about the drawing, because this is kind of a lockdown deck, ironically, because you usually see hieratics like Ultimaya. But next we have 3 Dragon of Su. Basically you can tribute any hieratic monster to special summon him from your hand. And he's one of the more important cards to getting Tzolk'in when you don't have Tefnuit. Next, speaking of which, we have 3 Tefnuit. It's probably the best hieratic monster in the deck. You special summon him out, then you tribute him off with the Light Monarch, Su, Acid if you need to. Then, or the next card, which is Tongue Twister. Now this is the interesting tech card I have in here. Because when this card is tribute summoned, when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, it can draw 2 cards. Because we're playing the Tzolk'in build of hieratics, we're not going to be really going to XYZ summoning that much. So normally, if you have this card like a Tefnuit in here, or a way to tribute summon it, and then make Tzolk'in, you'll get to draw 2 free cards, which is really, really good. Keeping hand advantage up, so in case they give it over your field somehow, you can reset it up. Next we have 3 Acid. This is just here when you don't draw Tefnuit, like I said, because you can normal summon him, and throw down Su, and then go into Tzolk'in from there. Also, you can target Labradoodle and make his level 6, so you can also make Tzolk'in like that as well. So it's a very good card to have. Now we're running 3 Magical Planter. This is another tech card in this deck, and I'll explain it because this combos well with this card right here, but we'll get to that when I get down there. And then we have 1 Regeki for clearing the board, 3 Hieratic Seals of Convocation. Searching is always great. 2 One-Wing Beat of the Giant Dragon. This card is amazing this format. Pendulums, Magiceptors, just, oh yeah, back row, that's cute. Special Summon Tefnuit? Response? No? Okay, goodbye to all 7 of your set cards. I love it so much. Next we have 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. This card is also useful, as it pairs well with this card along with Wing of the Giant Dragon. They both pair well with this card. Then we have 2 Time Space Trap Holes because pendulums suck. Bottomless Trap Hole because pendulums suck. 1 Mirror Force because clearing the board is always a good thing. And you can run from a Mirror Force if you want to, but kind of want to keep it a little cheaper, so regular Mirror Force will work out here. Next we have 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow because we are playing Tzolk'in, and this card can come in handy sometimes. Then we have 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Once more, we're locking them down, so once you get your board set up, if you flip Vanities, that's basically game. Then we have 2 Fiendish Chain to pair with Magical Planter. Then we have Hieratic Seal from Ashes. This is one of the MVP cards. So let me read the spec for you guys. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can send 1 hieratic monster from your deck to your graveyard. And once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target one of your bad hieratic monsters and return that target to the graveyard. While this card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 hieratic monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So number 1, this card is MST bait, because if the MST you just get a free hieratic monster from your graveyard, which is good. Number 2, with a Wing of the Giant Dragon, you can nuke the field and also get a hieratic monster from your graveyard, which is good. You can MST if you need to and get a hieratic monster from your graveyard. Or with Magical Planter, which is why I have this at 3, you can Magical Planter, send it to the graveyard, get a hieratic monster, and then draw 2 cards on top of that, so you get the plus really hard. And then, we don't really care about the second mistake, it's just the sending monsters to the graveyard. It's useful when you don't open up with a hieratic monster, but you have something you want to tribute it for. You can just use this and then this to get the monster on the board, and as well as get a little bit more hand advantage out of it, so it's really useful. And then we have 2 Call of the Haunted for reviving some of your dead stuff, and also it pairs well with Magical Planter, and Call of the Haunted is always a good card. And then we have 1 Solemn Warning because pendulums once again suck. Then on to the extra deck, we have Ultimaya Tzolk'in at 2. This is basically the heart of the deck. You need to have this guy at more than 1. Then we have 2 Bills because Bills is amazing. 1 Void Ogre Dragon for the awkward times when you have no cards in your hand. You can just negate a spell and trap card like you're a Shein. Now this is one of the cards that's not in TCG yet, but Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon will make this deck so much better. He can negate monster effects, and if you get him out versus the Monarchs, you basically just win the duel. They can't really do anything. Their monster effects will get negated, and if he battles a monster that has level 5 or higher, he basically just becomes honest, and he gains that much attack that this monster has. So yeah, this card is just retardedly good. Versus Synchros, Yang Zings, Monarchs, he's a really good card. And we have Stardust Dragon. You know, just typical, you try to blow my board up? No. We have Stardust Spark Dragon, protects Tzolk'in, protects your Vanity's Emptiness, your Fiendish Chains, a good card. We have Michael the Arc Light Sworn, in case we need some spot removal. And then we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and, oh my bad, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Just another, kind of like Crystal Wing, just another level 5 and higher hate monster. Can't be really targeted because they don't negate your effects. And then we have Moonlight Rose Dragon, once again, tying into the lockdown aspect. You can't special summon level 5 or higher monster, so it'll just bounce it back. And then we have 4 XYZs. We have the 7 Sins. This is another LCG card, but it requires 2 level 12 monsters. And I thought it'd be funny because we can actually make this card, because it's possible to get 2 Tzolk'ins on the field. I've done it before. But anyway, this card's effect is, once per turn, except the turn this card was summoned this way, you can attach 2 XYZ monsters from this card and banish as many special summon monsters your opponent's control as possible. If you do, attach one of the Ultimaya monsters to this card as XYZ material. And if this card will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can attach one XYZ material from this card instead. So yeah, it has a pretty darn good effect. It's like the Red Dragon Archery and Scarrite, except we're banishing everything you have, and that's really nice. And then on top of that, you really can't destroy it by battle or card effects, so it will just attach and stay alive. And also it's a 4,000 beat stake, so when these 2 cards come out, this deck will be a little bit more fun, a little bit better. And then we have 1 Full Armor Photon Dragon. This card is here because we have so many level 8s, and Super Quantum Mega card, boss monster, and the new Ray Raptor monster. We need to have it out to that, and well, Bills technically is out, but they'll just shuffle Bills back before you can hit it, get an attack, and then hit it again and run over it. So we use this card just to make a quick out to it. And then the way to climb into it, I have the Tachyon Dragon. I run Tachyon Dragon over the Prime Dragon because Tachyon Dragon is an out to like the Melodious Diva lock when they have. Can't be destroyed by battle, can't be targeted, and can't be destroyed by card effect. You can just bring him out, negate everything on the field without targeting, and then you can run over everything freely. So here's a good out to that. And then my favorite rank 6 is the Utopia Beyond. You bring him out, everything attacks you from 0, you can swing directly for 3,000 if they have an attack position monster, so he's a really useful card to have. Alright, but guys, that's it for the deck. Let's get to some duels. Alright guys, so the first replay we have here is versus Morphtronics. So he goes, with this deck you kind of want to go second, because, you know, we need Tapping Wits to get special summon. But anyways, you know, he goes ahead, sets a Boombox in, so I'll go ahead and do my shenanigans. I open Tongue Twister, which is great. So I go Tapping Wit, Tongue Twister, get out the Labradoodle, make my Tzolk'in. Tongue Twister's gonna let me draw a couple cards. I set the Scrap Iron and get out a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. I just go ahead and use him, beat over that. And then I set my other MST bait basically. And now it's on to my bonus turn. So he's gonna go ahead and start doing his Morphtronics shenanigans. Goes for Cell Phone. Rolls a 5, so that kinda sucks. He's gonna go ahead, I believe he's gonna bust out the Rhydon. This is level 3 tuner one. That one right there. That one's coming out. Yeah, there. Scoping. That's what he busts out. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and do what he wants to do. He's going to desynchro my Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, which sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and chain the hieratics seal so I can get one in the graveyard. Cause I think it's gonna clear my board this turn. So I would like to have a hieratics monster come back because I'm gonna nuke the board of Spell and Traps with Techno with Wing Beat next turn. If that happens. So that was my thought process. So he goes ahead. Telephone couldn't get anything. I Scrap Iron Scarecrow it, and I'm able to get out my Moonlight Rose Dragon and then bounce his T3 Hyper Librarian. And after that, he just kind of forfeits. That's why you have Scrap Iron Scarecrow, people. Alright guys, and the last replay we're going to have here is against Black Wings. This was back in the time where I was running the Vanity Scene over the Light Monarch. I was just running Vanity Scene. I know I can't special summon Labradoodle when I tribute a hieratic monster, but the Vanity's Infamous effect that he has is really good for stopping meta. That's why I had Vanity Scene. But anyways, I really don't open anything spectacular, so I just MSC the back row, then I set a time space trap hole so I can kind of live. He's gonna go ahead and do his Black Wing thing and special summon everything from the hand. He's gonna swing, owie, swing again, owie again, swing with the Shura, and then he drops a clue, excuse me. And I'm just take a crap ton of damage that turn, and then he busts out and makes Trishula. So I'm like, okay, Trishula, you can get Time Space Trap Hold. So I go ahead and Time Space Trap Hold to Trishula. He's gonna banish MST, and he hits the Wing Beat, so I'm like, okay, cool, he didn't hit anything good. So I'm praying that I get a good top deck, and I get the Tefnuit. I'm like, well, time to go on. So Tefnuit to Tongue Twister, get out that Labradoodle from my deck, go ahead, bust out Tzolk'in, draw 2 cards, set the Phoenix Chain, get out Bills, and at that point, this is basically the game. Yes, he's basically top decking to get rid of a Bills who still has the Phoenix Chain set. So he draws, he gets a breakthrough skill. Not the card he was looking for, he just rage quits. But alright guys, that's it for now. I will be coming back. Next deck I will do will be a Toon deck, because I feel like Toons, they have potential to put in some type of work against the meta. But until next time, this is Survivor1212 signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.